Hey guys, how you doing? This is Coach T from CT Training with another episode of Sports Talk. I had a special guest here. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Go ahead.
My name is Khalea Pahulu. I play two sports, rugby and softball. I go to Lakewood High School. I play all outfield, middle infield as well for softball. And for rugby, I play wing.
All right. Oh man, I was blessed to train you one time. You came with your brother.
Yeah.
And you're an amazing athlete. I was like, you were the only girl there with another. We had like about 16 boys, and you outdid half of them kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, where this girl come from? But it was funny because I look back, and I still have a video of you jumping the bags. I was like, oh man. Then I see you now, how tall you got. I'm like, time has flown. But which sport do you like to play? What's the best one for you, like?
In my opinion, I like rugby more, only because I get to hit people. I love the defense.
Yeah, I think that's why I love playing football. That's the only thing, playing football, you get to hit people and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the principal office because you hit somebody.
Yeah.
But in rugby, how is it? The rules are totally different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had tried to play one time when I was a little younger. My cousin played for Wilson, and the rugby, they had a program there. And I went to go play it. It just kind of reminded me of old school rack 'em up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the rules are just totally different. What does a wing do?
The wing, most of the time, we're just standing out there waiting for the ball to be dished out to us because we mostly do the running.
Yeah.
And so when plays are made in the middle, we wait for the ball so then we can score.
Okay.
Most of the time, when we do get the ball dished out, we do jukes here and there. I'm not much of a stepper, so I do make the ball work on the outside when I'm running, and if not, I get the ball back in the middle.
Yeah, I see some of your videos on social media how you do some damage out there.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. And then on baseball, you're a freshman this year, right?
Yes.
And you're on varsity?
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's exciting. I was surprised because I didn't really think I was gonna make it on varsity. And with the girls mostly being juniors and seniors, I guess I just showed out. And,
Like I said, I follow your parents doing social media and posting you guys out. And I saw that one play, I think it was, you was left field. And right field. Yeah. You caught the ball and you threw it, like, it was just like a just straight ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To first base, and you got that player out. Now I'm like, man, you got an arm on you as well.
Yeah.
I'm just like, the thing is, and I tell a lot of people, a lot of kids, you're talented and you're born with the talent.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that. They have to be trained and coached to be where you at. And like I said, I saw you when you came out with us. You're like a natural talent, and that's a blessing for you to have, because like I said, I see kids out there, you gotta teach them the fundamental, and you just do it as natural. And that's just like a coach's dream.
Yeah.
Man, to have all my players like that, that would be amazing. But then as well, how's your school?
My school's nice.
Like academic wise?
I have a 4.0.
That's good.
I have high honors both semesters, and then I just keep up with my schooling.
Okay. That's I posted up today on Instagram of a football player, and he's in class with me, full uniform and with a laptop in front of him. And like I said, people don't never understand. You having a 4.0, that's like the hardest thing to do, because you have to control your academics and your sports.
Yeah.
So how does that run? You know what I mean? Keeping your head in your books, getting good grades, and still have to go to practice and deal with all that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of sacrifices are made, not only on my parents' part, but also on my part. There's a lot of my friends who always ask, like, "Hey, Khalea, like, are you free this weekend?" And I'm like, "Nah, I got myself some practice and a bunch of games and stuff." So I do make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, and that's the people don't get that as parents as well, that make sacrifices, because you're on a traveling team.
Yes.
And you got to go all of these places, and people don't get it, that sacrifices that you have to make as well as parents have to make. You know, And I don't see you letting down your parents because you always dominating and showing them, that's just how you want to say it. Your game is showing them what they're sacrificing for. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing. So how far as traveling wise, because I know you're in the rugby team, how far have you gone, like state-wise?
Well, in the States, Florida.
Florida. And how was it out there?
The weather is not like compared to
Humid?
California. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though you got the beach right there,
Yeah.
It's just a different weather, you know what I mean? But that's what I love about traveling, sports as well as AAU and all that stuff, that you guys get to go see other states and play at other teams because the competition is different, right?
Yeah.
You're not just playing California teams, you get to play different teams and different talents. How was that? How was the talent out there in Florida compared to California?
Compared to like the talent here, I would say like talent's way better over here in California, but they did put up a good fight out in Florida.
Yeah, they always say Florida's better than California, but
yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
They always say, because you always see on social media, oh, all these guys are going up from the NFL and Florida's always there, but I think California, I'm not trying to say because I'm from here,
Yeah.
but I think we got the best talent in every sport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how does your future look like as you want to, control? You say you got a 4.0. You're a great athlete. Are you trying to get a scholarship in both rugby and football, softball?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Because I know that there's schools out there now, like colleges are really recruiting for rugby, and that's a different thing that I wish we had, growing up. We always, like me, I played baseball, football, and basketball growing up. But football, there wasn't that many, like off-season, teams that you could go to, like softball, you do softball, but then you go still off-season, you can still go join an AAU team.
Yeah.
Us, our off-season training was meeting our friends at the park and playing football with no helmet, no nothing. Just that was our training, off-season training. And then you guys are lucky. This generation is luckier because, like I said, you have training camps, other teams you could join. But us, like I said, we didn't have that. We even played street football. We played rack 'em up, or that was, like I said, our off-season training. Our coach, Coach Louis, like he's an uncle to me now, and he used to get us in this little yellow Toyota truck and pile us all on, and we'll play like other teams from other cities, and he'll put us like he had friends he worked with. Oh, I got a team, and we'll like play other teams in the other cities. And like I said, that was our way of training. But how important is your training to you off season?
It's really important because I still gotta dominate even though I'm not like playing during regular season. And so I need to put all my effort in at like every given time that I'm given, either on and off the field. It's really important.
Okay. I had two young ladies come on before. Same question to you. Especially like in rugby, being a young lady in rugby. Do you feel that you get a credit as a young lady playing rugby? Like the other men get credit, like they're, we're the best.
Yeah.
But because you're a young lady, do you guys feel where you're at right now that you get enough credit? Because like I said, you got to be damaging out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you feel where women's sports is going?
I feel like we're slowly getting there. Honestly, like I still like feel like we're like put on the bottom based off where the boys are, especially playing rugby, being a female dominating with my fellow sisters on my team. I still feel like we don't get the recognition that we deserve, but we're slowly getting there.
Were you, I don't know if I'm not mistaken, but when you're a little younger, you were playing on a co-ed team, weren't you?
Yeah.
And like I said, when you showing them boys, I'm like, how was that playing co-ed rugby?
With the boys that I was playing with, it wasn't that hard because like we were already close from the beginning. But while playing against other boys from different parts of the state and having to like ball out on their level because they're boys and I'm a female. It's pretty hard.
And what they said, what did you show them? You know what I mean? Like,
I showed them like I could show out just as much as they could.
They could,
Yeah.
yeah. So, in the future, I know you're still a freshman, but as college-wise, what schools do you look like you want to go to?
My dream school has always been Harvard.
Harvard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm not mad at you, you know what I mean? That's an Ivy League right there.
Yeah.
You know, I always have a little special talk, like I tell people. Especially parents, if your child had to pick between, say, USC and Harvard, or USC, or any Ivy schools, what would you want them to go to? Me, as a parent, you're going to the Ivy League. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know, forget all that. You know, there are some kids that get recruited in the NFL from an Ivy school. But I think an Ivy school would be way better academic-wise. And as a background from you graduating from an Ivy school, man, I don't care. You know, we're going Ivy because that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Harvard, man, if you get there, I bless you, and you know that's cool. What about your second school?
I'd have to say like Washington. Like I would like to be a Husky. Well, that was my first school that I always wanted to go to since I was little. But then as I progressed into like middle school, I was like, I think I would like to go to Harvard.
Okay. Like I say, I'm an athlete, and growing up, you know, we were just, I don't know, school was just there for me. And like I said, I always say, but now looking at life differently, I wish I knew this when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, academics could take you so farther, you know what I mean? People don't get it. You had a 4.0. The athlete like you are, the room will open up for you. People don't see that, you know what I mean? If you're thinking, yeah, you got talent, you're great. You think you want to go to UCLA with a 2.1?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, excuse me, okay, you're a great talent, but you know, and people don't see that. People, like me, like I said, as long as I had a 2.0, I'm eligible to play.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me, you know. Okay, here, teacher, here's my grades, you know, here's my classroom, here's my stuff, whatever. And hey, as long as I got to play, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And now thinking that what I know now, how much important academics is to these kids, people don't get it, you know. There's a graph on social media that what grade average you're at and what school will be looking for you. The lower you get, the lower the division you're gonna go.
Yeah.
And people don't see that, you know. And as a parent, you know, we try to teach our kids, you know, to get good grades, go to school, and get that education. Because we're not promised to be an athlete forever.
Yeah.
You know, some of us, our last game is that last Friday night light.
Yeah.
You know, unless we have a Jace junior college or whatever, we get blessed. But academic-wise, that's one thing nobody could ever take from you. Your diploma or your degree, whatever you want to go to. So what do you want to study in college?
I was thinking of doing sports med.
Okay.
Because I'm in a pathway right now that's looking into sports med, and so I think I would like to pursue into that.
Okay. And why was that?
I feel like I could never let sports go, like no matter what sport it is, and for me to be able to help those who are like injured, because I do therapeutic stuff at home.
Okay.
I don't really get sessions outside, like with a chiropractor or anything like that. So like everything I got at home, I would like to like show out for those who are injured and do need the support. Okay, so you going into that, how important, like being an athlete, people don't understand the stretching, that you need in being an athlete, because people want to stretch out before, right, but not after. And being like a rugby, you know, you pounding on each other, and people don't understand how much your body takes in that. Yeah. You know, be like me, I'm 47. I feel like I'm 80 sometimes. You know, my wife be like, "What's wrong, baby?" I'm like, "Oh man, you know, it's hard
because the contact that we always did, and we never took care of our body. So what do you do to take care of yours?
Well, eating is part of your health and the way your body processes on and off the field, especially when like I'm playing rugby. It takes a big toll on my body. And also with softball too. I do use my shoulder a lot while throwing, as well as my legs most of the time when I do get a chance to hit.
Okay.
So,
Do you ice your body down after practices and games?
yeah,
'Cause
especially during the game too.
Yeah, because people don't get that icing down your body helps so much of the swelling, the muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm 47. I feel like I'm 80 something. I'm like, oh man, my wife be like, what body hurt this time? It's like, because we as football players, we use our shoulders so much, and to hit on the contact, and it takes a toll. Like I said, I've been playing contact football since I was 7 into junior college, and that just took a toll on my body.
Yeah.
Even my knees. I was a back catcher since I was 7 till I was 18 years old, and you know how up and down took a toll on my knees. And now that I wish I was young and coaches would preach, ice your knees or ice your shoulders. We just like, okay, we went home and took a bath and wait for the next day.
Yeah.
But rugby, the contact, how does it feel? Because I know sometimes you go against big people.
Yeah.
Bigger than you. So.
Yeah. So like in that moment, like you are worried because based off of the size and the weight class and all of that. But like,
do you get scared?
Yeah, like in the head, like in the moment you're like, oh shoot, like I have to go against her. But overall, like it all comes down to fundamentals and how low you get and where you do hit her in the spot.
Okay. And then tackling is, I guess, is kind of different from regular football. You guys tackle different, or they teach you differently. How does that help you out? Like, it's a special name for that, eagle tackling or something like that it's called? Hawk tackling, I think, the way you grab the person.
Something similar to that. Yeah.
So how does that help you out? So you won't have to hit that contact. 'Cause you guys, like I said, you guys have no pads, just body.
Yeah.
So how does that help you out?
Well, I mean, like, since I'm small, I'm already, like, getting low enough as it is. And we always got a chop tackle when it's, like, in, like, the leg area and down to the ankles. And so, like, I don't know, I guess based off of size, like. Yeah.
Did you get nervous when you see a big person coming at you?
Yeah.
But hey, that's all guts, you know what I mean, and a different thinking, and playing contact sports, it's not for everybody. I just be honest with people. I see parents kind of like forcing their kids out there to play a game, and I get kind of mad, and my wife laugh at me. I say, because if the kid doesn't want it, don't force the kid.
Yeah.
Because contact sports is, like I said, it's not for everybody, and you could really hurt somebody because you have this child out there that doesn't know. One, their heart is beating like crazy, and they could get really hurt out there. But I see you, man, you just out there doing your thing, you know what I mean? And that's what I love to see you do. This is amazing to see women rugby. I don't know how long it's been out there, but like I said, following you guys and seeing other rugbies, because I saw it more because of Coach Louis. He's like my brother, and he introduced me into it more with Belmont Shores rugby.
Yeah. And
I've seen how long has women rugby been out there, like in Long Beach?
Not that long. Like, it's been there before, like, I was born, like, which was in 2007, but not before that. It wasn't around that long.
Okay. Are you happy that it is now?
Yeah, I'm happy that it is now.
And it just, I don't know. Like I said, my hats go out to you, and the way you train yourself, the way you are, you're a blessing to see. And I know your parents are real proud of you and your other siblings, as you're the oldest, right?
Yeah.
So how do you have a younger brother? How do you show him, or lead by example to show him how to become a better athlete?
It's all in like the mindset. It starts with your brain and how you process things, and I just guide him into the right path and make sure that he follows along.
Okay. And how do you feel being a bigger sister and an athlete? Because like I said, my siblings, you know, I was the only athlete in the family. You know, my brother kind of played football, but they were just on the team. And me seeing my father coach, that made me want to play sports, you know. As academic wise, and how does your brother follow in that footsteps as with you?
My brother, he does have a hard time in school compared to me, but like he does get on top of his grades when he does need to, and when he's pushed by my parents, and when I tell him like you need to get on top of your stuff, like all of that.
So you play the big sister role.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You know, but other than that, man, like I said, I appreciate you so much, and like I said, you're an enjoyable athlete to see play, and it just amazes me. Like I can't wait to see you your senior year. You know what I mean? People don't get it. Your freshman and your junior year are the most important years, academic wise, because that's what people look at. You know, are you ready for the SAT? Do you know what the SAT is?
Yeah, I know what the SAT
Okay,
is.
so you ready for that?
No.
Okay. But you know, hey, that's another thing that helps you out as well. I tell people, don't wait for your senior year to take the SAT.
Yeah.
At least sophomore, junior year, because you could see where you stand at as college-wise. Because like I said, recruiters come and they say, you know, the biggest thing is, how's your SAT? And they're like, oh, I haven't took it yet. It's like, man, you wait for the senior year. Don't wait for your senior year. That's all the things that it's in your profile that you need, you know, as your junior year comes along.
Yeah.
That coaches know where you're at. Okay, well, her academics is great. She has a talent. Okay, great. She has her SAT scores ready to go. So I always think about that, you know, build your profile so you don't have to wait for your senior year and just send it out to everybody. I tell everybody, don't wait for your senior year. Make sure everything is in line. So when those recruiters do come to you, here's all my stuff.
Right.
So they know where you stand at coming your senior year. So they're not wasting their time.
Yeah.
You know, people they think their talent's gonna show them everything. No, your grades, your SAT, and then your talent. Because people don't get, sometimes recruiters don't even talk to your coach. The first person they go to is their counselor. Hey, how's this person's grades? And they'll be like, oh, never mind, okay? so they don't have to waste their time to come to school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look at you. If people don't get that, that's why, like you said, the things you want to do to keep into sports, like me doing this, is still doing sports, because I love being who I am. Once an athlete, always an athlete.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm trying to give back to you guys or any other athletes, because people don't see, some people might know who you are, but to get you out there more, social media wise, it helps out you, helps out everybody else around you, you know. But like I said, I do appreciate you. I hope I can come out to one of your games soon. You know, with my schedule, working 2 full-time jobs, I don't have nothing for myself. Sometimes I try to spend time as much as I can with my kids.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed because my son's playing football this year, his first year playing. So I work with him. But I'm blessed to come back to coaching again, you know. All right, guys. This is our end of the episode. I appreciate you coming out. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Look at the video. And please keep an eye on this young lady. Great athlete. All right. Thanks to Body Armor. Thanks to Loudmouth. Thank you guys, Greenbreaker, for sponsoring us. My clothing line, The Athlete. All right, guys, you have a good one, and thank you.